Hi there, how are you? What's the weather like where you are? It's scorching here. I mean, it's so hot. Well, no matter the weather, we'll weather the weather. Well, today we'll be working with Cambridge B1 preliminary exam, and we will tackle one of the hardest reading tasks. That's reading part 6. I'm going to show you 5 clear steps. Make a mistake, fix it, move on, and finish this task confidently. So let's start work on reading part 6 from the B1 preliminary exam. Here is a text taken from the B1 preliminary digital practice test. And as you see, there are 6 blanks. And we need exactly one word for each of these blanks. And now we will fill them step by step using our function words. Well, step one, skim for gist. Firstly, we must read the text fast to know the topic. This one is about the Natural History Museum, so let's start reading. This is one of my favorite places to visit. I've learned a huge amount about animals and plants time I've visited. I've even seen bits of rocks from the moon. The building's really beautiful and it's easy to find your way around. There are hundreds of interesting things on display, but you like dinosaurs, the best time to see them is during term time. I've been twice in the school holidays, and the queue was long that I wasn't able to visit that part of the museum. For the moment, you see, I'm not paying any attention to the missing words because what I want to do right now is to understand the topic. Let's continue. You'll probably want something to eat while you're there. You can take on picnic and eat in the museum garden or try one of the 2 museum cafes. So let's move on to step 2 and 3 now. Analyze gaps and fill. Our second step refers to analyzing the gaps by looking at the words just before and after the gap. Let's start. I've learned a huge amount about animals and plants, the time I have visited. This is not the first time because it's one of my favorite places. So I need the phrase every time or each time. Which one do you like best? Let's go for every time. Let's type it in. Every time or every time, not very time. Okay. Our gap 2. But you like dinosaurs. I'm addressing the reader. This is a suggestion. Visit the museum during the term time. So if you like dinosaurs, the best time, I've got a superlative here. And what do we use with a superlative? The infinitive, right? To see, the particle to, the best time to see them. Let's continue. The queue was long. The queue was long. All right, was very long? Nope. Okay, though, very long. That, wait, that. Very long, that? Nope. So long that I wasn't able? That's better. So plus an adjective, and that I wasn't able, that's what I need. I wasn't able to visit that part. Which part? Are of the museum, right? They are possession. Are next you can take your own picnic. I won't give you mine. So yes, we need the pronoun, the possessive pronoun, your own picnic. Nope, because I'm talking to you, so your own picnic. All right, now let's move on. Step 4. We're going to read the text to make sure our words make sense and match the whole context. The Natural History Museum, this is one of my favorite places to visit. I've learned a huge amount about animals and plants every time I have visited. I've even seen bits of rocks from the moon. Wow. The building's really beautiful and it's easy to find your way around. There are hundreds of interesting things on display, but if you like dinosaurs, the best time to see them is during term time. I've been twice in the school holidays and the queue was so long that I was right in changing very with so because of that, so long that I wasn't able to visit that part of the museum. You'll probably want something to eat while you're there, for sure. You can take your own picnic and eat in the museum garden or try one of the two museum cafes. Done. Step 5, manage your time. In this case, of this practice task, it took us around 5 minutes to deal with it. In the exam, given their 6 reading parts, you will need around 6 minutes for this task. So, every time you do every time you practice of such a reading task, or do it faster than the previous one. So practice this pace. As you have seen, we haven't guessed for any of these blanks. We've found a logical answer to the missing words, but if you had been stuck in the exam, the trick is think, guess, the missing word is a function word, and move on, never freeze. Now, let's look into our 5 steps again. Firstly, we skim the text. We read the whole text quickly to get the topic. Don't fill blanks yet. Just understand the story. The better we understand, the better our answers will be. The more correct the answers will be. Secondly, we analyze gaps. Look at words before and after the gap. Here we need a preposition, there we need a pronoun. Think of function words first. Next, if you don't know, pick your best guess and move on. Don't get stuck. You can always come back. And besides, change answers. Correct your answer. If you see, given the words before and after, they don't match, so correct that. Next, once we have filled in the gaps with the words, we must read aloud to check. Check spelling, check the grammar, and if it sounds natural. Doing a final check is a must, remember that. And finally, manage your time. If you've got a timer, practice with that timer. In the real exam, as I have said few minutes ago, we need around 6 minutes for this. Practice with the timer to stay calm. And every time you practice, do it a bit faster than the last time. Well, now, these were the steps that will help you work calmly and correctly. If you want to learn more about these key function words like articles, connectors, prepositions, and pronouns, and much more. How to find them, how to get to the right one. Read my article that is Insights into Reading Part 6 at the Ready for Cambridge blog. It explains you what function words are, how to find the right one, and you will practice. Well done. You've seen the process, haven't you? Real thinking, making mistakes, correcting them. Well, now it's your turn. Start and keep practicing. Reading part 6 of the Cambridge B1 preliminary exam won't be scary. You've got my word. Now, that's all. See you next time. And as always, stay tuned for more words of advice and handy material. Bye.